Probably just take Box Diamond. So I'm lucky not to open power again, huh? I just always prioritize the fast mana so you can do the broken stuff. Yeah, I was just gonna cast Frantic Search next. Be able to get past a piece of power. What's up with the record thingy? We joined a we're double queuing, so it's always like a little confused when we're double queuing. What's Diamond even do? So it's a Mox that taps for any color, but when it enters the battlefield, you have to discard a land from your hand. So it's fast mana, but you 2-for-1 yourself. But it's a really good card. I prioritize the fast mana super highly, especially early. So this hand, I like Spellseeker a lot. We did just draft a Spellseeker deck, so it could be good to pivot, but it wouldn't be bad. Is it Signet is probably okay. Is it Signet Mox Diamond opens you up to like a lot of things like balance decks, upheaval decks, just artifact matters, which is always my favorite archetype. Yeah, Mox and Tyrann. Let's take the Signet. Tyrann Dynamo could be good. Wasteland could be good if we end up getting Wrenn and 6 or Crucible. I think I like the Tyrann Dynamo. I could see taking Preordain. I could see taking Shieldred. I think Shieldred's really, really good in this format. But you know, I just love the workshop decks, the artifact decks. Just my favorite. So Mystical Tutor is a card I really like in the Artifact Matters archetype. It can get you Tinker, it can get you Upheaval, but you have to obviously get those cards. Crucible Worlds plays well with Mox Diamond. We could also wheel the Wasteland. Crucible Worlds is also good if you get Balance, which is good with the Mox Diamond too. It's also good with Smokestack, it's good with Workshop. Coalition Relic is also really strong. It keeps you like way more open. So this is like definitely the safest pick. But I always just try to do the fun thing. So I'm going to take the Crucible, try to wheel Wasteland, which occasionally does wheel. We also might get Strip Mine. This is probably not the correct pick, but it is the fun pick, which is always what I like to do. Especially in the middle of a tournament. Just gotta relax your brain with some fun. Hey, sweetheart.
Hello. How was the tournament?
I'm 2-1. Just having a good time though. We're drafting some cube.
It's chocolate milk.
Oh, I thought it was coffee.
No, it is coffee.
Okay.
It tastes like chocolate milk though.
Yeah, it does. It's a little too sweet. I'm gonna take the look.
Perfect.
Pretty
for
good
me.
golem here. All of our cards are artifacts so far. So like we could definitely be like the Goblin Welder deck too, since we have like both red signets at the moment, especially. Take the Mindslaver. Ooh, although I do love an Emery.
Are you in between rounds?
I am in between rounds. Yeah, we're drafting at the moment.
Cool. What's your score?
I'm 2-1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you if you told me.
Yeah, that's okay. I did.
Because I was distracted by chocolate milk joke.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say this is chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty funny thread, Mr. Fringe. Ooh, okay, so Smokestack definitely goes really well with Crucible. I mean, just like every deck ever draft, I'm dying to get a Workshop, but you like always get the Workshop, right? This was the Wasteland pack, right? Or maybe it was the next pack. I think it was the next pack. I think this was the Is It Signet pack. So I'll take the Lotus Bloom, which is good with Duretti and Goblin Welder. Definitely. I think this is a good start to Artifact Matters deck. If we can open like a Soul Ring or a Mana Crypt or a Tinker.
Okay, I have a question, a legit question. Okay, cards like Blacker Lotus or that other card where you throw things.
Yeah.
How does that work online?
They don't. None of those cards are online. So those
Okay.
are just from the unsets, which are mostly just inside jokes. Okay, Wasteland didn't wheel, which is maybe not too surprising. Ephemerate's kind of busted. I can't resist Tendrils though.
So because they're physical things, they don't work online. Or because they're...
You can't really program that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
How competitive do you think? I think Red White Heliod's a good deck. I don't know exactly how to rank it on a scale of 1 to 10, but I like it a lot. I think it's very underrated. I'll take High Tide. We could maybe be mono blue. I think that's more likely than the Ritual getting there. Although if I open like Yawgmoth's Will, maybe I'd regret that. How does Goblin Game work on Moto? I think you just like pick a number. I don't think it's that complicated really. I remember someone was trying to cast it like in Legacy for content one time. I can't remember who it was.
My mom's gonna bring Bonbon again. So.
Great. I thought she was already here. I thought I heard her come in.
No, that was me. I went to the store and back.
Okay.
I got this chocolate milk. And I got real milk.
Mm.
Yeah. I forgot that it was Christmas Eve. And, you know, it's been cold, so everyone's at the store. But I just went to this right here.
Mm.
And it was kind of busy, but it wasn't too bad. It's not like a Walmart.
Mm.
Walmart's insane.
We could take Echo. I'm kind of regretting the Dark Ritual pick, but we have Emery to go with LED also. I hate Oblivion Stone. I think Oblivion Stone is like usually really... I don't know. I've basically never drafted a deck where I liked having an Oblivion Stone in it. So definitely hoping for a piece of power. Any Mox, any or Soul Ring, Mana Crypt, I'll just be over the moon. This deck, I might even, if I see like, I wonder if I would take, okay, there's a Mox. I was thinking if I would take Workshop over like Time Walk here. I might actually, maybe not over Recall. Although you could probably wheel Workshop. Right. Yeah. Mox obviously just, when you play these like artifact ramp decks, it's just really important that you have like three really. We got past Soul Ring. We got past Soul Ring. Are you kidding me? I don't remember seeing Upheaval in Pack 1. Okay, but yeah, I was about to say when you have like three broken pieces of fast mana, your deck is just so much better because you can just get it so consistently. We got past Soul Ring in like the mono brown deck. I mean, they could have been like Storm and Open Lotus. They could have been like Lotus or Recall. Pack like I think Pack 1 pick 1. You basically always pick Soul Ring over anything else, unless you're trying to force Storm. Then you can pick Lotus. Okay, Golos is really good in the archetype. You don't really have enough colorless cards to pitch to the Chrome Mox. We don't have any utility lands yet, but there's a lot of good ones in this archetype. Yeah, so I think Pack 1 pick 1, you can pass it over some cards, but it's tough. I think I could just take a third Mox and then not really need any more the rest of the game. A white Mox is also nice if we get balance. This would be a really good balance deck. Or sorry, Signet, not Mox. Yeah, you could take top. I think top is kind of mid, though. It's okay. Especially with no fetches yet. Could you field pivot? We could maybe take Field of the Dead. I think, you know, having no lands already picked, it's kind of tough. Yes! You always get Workshop if you want Workshop. This is my secret, I guess I'm sharing with everybody. If you want Workshop, you literally just always get it. Our deck is actually broken now. The fact that we have Workshop, Mox Pearl, Soul Ring, not to mention the Mox Diamond, our like ramp package is so good. And we have like the Crucible, Smokestack, the low Thread or Listone Golem. Oh, and Worm Poundstone's great. This is a great draft so far. This is a really good draft. I'll take another Signet. I think I'm unlikely to play more than 4, but might play it. No Burgie or Power Stone. I think you take Power Stone over Burgie. Just like when you have Workshop, you just have to take the 3 mana ramp artifacts really aggressively. And we already passed Coalition Relic. We really haven't opened any lands, which is kind of concerning. I'll take the Rin, maybe, because it works well with my Mox and my Crucible, potentially, if I get Strip Mine, but I'm unlikely to play this card. I'll take Show and Tell because it's vaguely combo and, like, broken, but I'm not going to play it. But it's also true, like, I guess we're only going to play Echo if we get LED, probably. We probably won't play High Tide, we probably won't play Rin. But we have 17 playables already, which is a pretty good density. Although I don't really want to, at this moment I probably don't want to play Lotus Bloom. We got past Soul Ring. That's crazy. Really made up for not opening a piece of power in Pack 1. Opening Mox, getting past Soul Ring. And then we get like 4th or 5th pick Workshop. It's some Wheel Twister effects. We do have the Echo. It's Echo's okay with Emery. Karnstein Urza is probably pretty good here. We need more top end too. Definitely need more top end. I think I'm more likely to play Uro than Eureka or Nissa or Argoth. Okay, so Mind's Desire. So Field of the Dead could get there with Golos. we're currently not really there. It's so fair. Also, Mind's Desire is technically top end. I'll take the Mind's Desire. We might be an okay Mind's Desire deck. Never playing this. I'm gonna pass Rafellos, so maybe someone like pivots to mono green. That was like a 14th pick Rafellos. No field never gonna work. Yeah, probably not in this shell. We're probably gonna play like 14 lands. Although 14 lands in your Mox Diamond deck and stuff, so probably 15 actually. No complaining because our deck's already really good. Ugin is pretty mediocre. It's okay, I guess. I would probably play it, but I think I'll just take Shellduck Isle instead. Shellduck Isle is also a good Golos target, which we're kind of lacking. Just like one extra Golos target. Urza is awesome. Urza is almost definitely going to be the pick over Blightsteel. I might take Blightsteel if I had Tinker, but I don't have Tinker. Urza's pretty exciting. Yeah, Ugin might real. Again, I really want like 1 or 2 more big colorless win conditions. Ideally 2. I mean, I would love this Mirror Battlesphere, but we could never, ever pass Upheaval in this deck. I would love Time Twister also. Time Twister would be great, but Upheaval is like the best top end card I think we could have hoped for in our double box Soul Ring deck. We have 4 signets. Could play another signet, I guess. Could upgrade one of the non-blue signets. I don't really think I want this Brainstorm. I would love to draft a Luris deck, but we're obviously not there this time. Glen is okay. Might sideboard it. Fastpawn's good with Upheaval. I don't think you want Drake. Drake is just so fair. It's just not very synergistic. If the Time Twister or the Mirror Battlesphere wheels, I'll be happy. Brainstorm just we'd have like only like we have Emery and Golos as our only shuffle effects. I don't know, it's not that good. Maybe I'll play the Lotus Bloom. We'll see. Maybe not. I would love a Academy Ruins too to go with Golos Mindslaver. Again, I got one of my big top end cards. I really would like one more. Yeah, I think we'll try to play 15 lands. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to play all 5 signets. I think there's a good chance I end up not playing the 5th one. But I am an Upheaval deck with Soul Ring, Workshop, Mox. You want to be able to go like turn 1 signet most of the time. I wish Upheaval were good in Modern. It would be cool. I've cast it a couple times. There's a Channel, a Sundering Titan, and a Time Spiral. Probably take the Sundering Titan. Time Spiral is like worse than Time Twister is in this deck because it like we care less about untapping the lands, and I do want a big artifact creature. Coercive Port will be really good too. Oh, we have like 5/4s already. I think we'll be really happy with the Sundering Titan and just move on. I would like the Bolas of Citadel. I don't have like any way to cast it though, besides Lotus Bloom. No Portal. We have 5 4-drops already. I don't think we want a 4-drop. I mean, Portal's a really good 4-drop though. Cityscape Leveler. I love Cityscape Leveler. I don't need a... Oh, there's also a Balance. Oh man, imagine if we had picked that Mystical Tutor. We could have got Balance or Upheaval. But Leveler is really good, and I did just want one more big dumb guy, and Leveler is a really good big dumb guy. And yeah, I know like balance is really good in this deck. Maybe I should have taken Balance because it's just really good. But I also kind of just want to be mono blue, and not worry about splashing. I do have I guess I do have 2 white signets. There's also Blightsteel. I mean, this is actually not that good of a Blightsteel deck. I'll take it, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna start it. There's another white signet. Oh, there's also a Goblin Welder. I must have just blown past this. We have Welder Mindslaver. I'll take the Welder. I don't know if I don't think I'm very likely to splash it. Let me just put these up here for now. Maybe a little light on playables, actually. Yeah, we do have Emery Slaver, that's right. We have playables, but... Yeah, Welder is really good in this deck, but, like, I don't... I just always love being mono blue, I guess. I have 3 red signets. Okay, I can play the Welder. Do I have another red signet hanging out somewhere? No. Yeah, we can play the Welder. So I want to play like 15 lands, which means I need 4 more cards from here. So I think with Welder in the deck, we can also play the Lotus Bloom. Welder Lotus Bloom is fine. Play Golgari Signet, and then... Yeah, we don't have any way to cheat out the Blightsteel. I don't know. We could play Echo, mill it over with Emery, just cast it fairly. Don't love that. We could play Glenn. Glenn's okay. Glenn's kind of boring. We could play Mind's Desire also. Just fair. Mind's Desire is actually probably close to okay. Oh, we need 2 more cards here, don't we? Maybe we play 16 lands. Cut Crucible. Crucible is good with Smokestack. Crucible is good with... I mean, it's okay with Mox. I guess it's kind of bad without that, though. Talisman is good with Upheaval. Yeah, I think I'm on board for that. We have 1, 2 black signets. And the Mox Diamond and the Lotus Bloom. Got like 1 swamp. Could play a Zoggoth Triumph. It's a tap land, though. Maybe just the green cards? The green cards are so mid. Could play an Uro. I don't know. That's another color, too. We can activate Golos with our signets, maybe. I mean, activating Golos doesn't matter that much. Let's play Mind's Desire. Mind's Desire is just fun. Just fun. 3 swamps, 1. How did we get this number with 1 black card, 1 red card? We could probably do something like 8 islands, though. 2 swamp, 4 mountain, just because there's a 1-drop. Maybe we should be like 3-9, 3-9-2. Try Amazon Underground. So yeah, it's just like we only have 1 black card. We have 2 black signets in the Mox. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, deck's still very good. Wish it was a little bit better. We can activate goals with the signets in theory, but won't happen very often. Oh, let me, there's only 3 matches at the challenge F, but it's only 40 minutes on the clock. I think we can power out a match really quick. 17 lands because Diamond. That's like the only reason to play 17. We have 5 signets, Soul Ring Mox, 2 Moxen. Like I'd almost prefer to play 15. Triumph plus Fast Spawn for Upheaval. The thing about Fast Spawn is like it's only good with Upheaval here. I don't have like the other draw 7s. Play High Tide and Glen to be mono blue. Well, High Tide is also like not. It's High Tide is really mid when you don't have any untappers. What's our game plan? We're gonna ramp and cast big things. This is our game plan. We also have so many broken draws. I feel like I'm almost supposed to mulligan this hand. I'm not going to, but I think you could probably mulligan this hand and just try to find a Mox or a Workshop or a Soul Ring. Always draw one of those cards, I guess. We drew the Upheaval. Interesting. Maybe we'll just, like, you know, surprise our opponent with how powerful our deck is in games 2 and 3. Although I do need to finish this match quickly, so maybe that was a good enough reason to mulligan. I don't want to cast the Golem and cut off my other 4 drops in my hand either this turn, so we'll just play a Karn Scion of Urza, and I think I'm supposed to tick up with me having Upheaval in hand. Sheldock Isle and Basic Island. They'll probably give me the Basic Island. Next turn I can make a token and then go Urza Wishclaw Talisman pass. Set up for an Upheaval the following turn. Hero's Downfall. Yeah, let's try to Upheaval next turn. I think I hide the Talisman for now. It's probably good to Talisman before we Upheaval, so we can go next turn. Talisman into Talisman, Soul Ring, and Upheaval potentially. Maybe not. We don't have enough mana. We have 7. Talisman for Soul Ring is -2, so I think we're exactly 1 short. Now we're going to be 2 short if they strip mine me. So maybe we go like Lodestone Golem plus Talisman next turn. Oh, well. Goodbye, sweet Urza. Just play the Golem. Be very cool to draw a Workshop, actually, so we could Sundering Titan. We could have maybe gone Wishclaw Talisman for Workshop, cast Golem this turn, cast Sundering Titan next turn. That could have been good. But also, like, we give them the Talisman. Which is, oh, they have Crucible Strip Mine. They're also just dead in 2 turns. Oh, sorry. I should have cast the Talisman pre-combat, and then either creature be potentially lethal next turn. So if they strip mine me, I go down to this amount of mana, anyways. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna not Talisman here. They're trying to Toxic Deluge, and they're 1 mana short because of the Golem, maybe. Ophiomancer. Actually really good here. Let's see what we draw. Probably the best draw on the deck. I guess I have to kill my own mountain. This also means they have to block the Construct and not the Lodestone Golem. Good to go. 1, 2, 3. Probably want them to have. So I do this, I put them to 1. And they get another snake token next turn. That's probably okay. I don't think I've got anything that like pokes them for 1 damage that I can think of at the moment, though. I don't think they're going to be strip mining me. Also, I don't think they're going to be strip mining me for a little while as they rebuild. And then we can kill the Ophiomancer. Okay, they just concede. Kind of want Crucible in against the strip mine. It also works with Smokestack, but D4, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Hopefully, have a less mediocre hand. Although we have so much broken mana. Guess maybe I shouldn't count Lotus Bloom, but obviously Lotus Bloom's good in your opener. Here's 1 over Lotus. I didn't get the Mind's Desire. Let's keep this. So next turn we can go 4-drop plus Emery. I think we'll play the Lodestone Golem since they didn't do anything this turn, so if they don't have interaction, we just, like, the Golem is going to kind of passively time walk them. With over Worn Power Stone, Lotus Bloom. They have Dismember? Okay. Can just if they can't kill the Emery, I can just cast the Golem again though. They can deal with the Emery. Good old Dismember into Liliana of the Veil. 4 cards in their hand. Thankfully, we have a follow-up in Karn, Scion of Urza. Make a construct. Although I guess making construct means they can Creeping Target my card if they have a blue source. Maybe that's not the end of the world, though. Still 1 match in the Modern Challenge going, so we probably can't afford to have this go to Game 3, but maybe that's not going to be a problem. Maybe it will be a problem. Seven mana. So next turn we can Wish Claw for Upheaval and cast it. We're probably going to be a little short unless they give me like a Mox or something. Give me a land is kind of like a Mox. So this is 3 mana to get the Upheaval. Yeah, it's just gonna be 1 short. So we'll just play our Talisman, play our Island, and then plan to Upheaval next turn, hopefully. I ended up not having. I didn't play the Echo. I'm not sure if that was correct. It's like we can mill it over with Emery, but we don't have any other way to get in the yard super effectively. If they minus on my construct, it's okay since we're not really. Oh, love to see them playing Tiles Tracker. Since we're not really. It gets rid of the Liliana. We're gonna bounce this anyways with Upheaval. I haven't seen this version of the construct token actually. They discard the powerful Hydroid Krasis. Sundering Titan. So let me plus Karn first. Swamp or Mishra's Workshop. They give me the Swamp, not super surprising. Let's Talisman for Upheaval. Good combo. Any Spell Pierces in the cube? They're probably Spell Pierce. Not in my opponent's hand, though, so let's just go Soul Ring, Signet, Signet. They play a non-Sundering Titanable land. Excuse me. Yeah, so I think I'll just go Karn and make a token and cast a Wishclaw Talisman. Pass back. But you can play a land and cast Wishclaw as well. I already played a land that turn. They got Bitter Blossom over there. It's actually really good against this top deck Smokestack, huh? I think I'll Sundering Titan them this turn to keep them off Ophiomancer, though. I can maybe Mindslaver them next turn. I guess I'm blowing up one of my own islands, though, so maybe I'm going to be a little short. 5, yeah, a little short. Right, that was good enough, though. And just in time for round 4 of the challenge. We're currently 2-1. Okay, on to play. With a reasonable hand. Oh, Elder plus Talisman. I mean, I need an artifact in the yard, right? Choose target artifact player controls and target artifact in that player's graveyard. Interesting. So you could Welder the Talisman for them, maybe. Let's just play the Wishclaw on turn 1, I think, so that I could potentially go like I can't wish for Soul Ring and cast Urza next turn. I'm a little short. Let the Mox die to get an artifact in the yard. I guess that's kind of a cute line, huh? Mountain Go. They didn't play a 1-drop, so kind of thinking that they don't have a... They're not like just mono red aggro. I'm not sure how good this is, but I'm gonna get a workshop and cast it through in Dynamo. My opponent's a combo deck, they get to have some fun too, which is nice. They said they're a fan. Yeah, we're 3-1 in the challenge. We beat Glimpse, which is a very, very, very scary matchup. I actually think I would rate Glimpse as the hardest matchup for food in Modern. Soul Ring probably better. I can't cast the 3 Dynamo if I get Soul Ring. I'm a mana short, so I disagree, right? Can't be blocked by creatures. Oh, just can't be blocked at all? That card's better than I thought. I thought this had like the... I guess I confused this with the one from the previous Innistrad set that has like Skulk. Skulk is like my least favorite mechanic. Or it's like my 4th least favorite mechanic. I don't know why I dislike it so much. I don't even think I have a good like argument or anything. Been able to find any success new Titania. I like Fran's Titania list. So Fran 5-0'd with like a green-white kind of value Light of the Reliquary type shell. I thought looked okay. And seeing his list in action, I just didn't really have ideas on how to improve it. And so usually when that's the case, so if they discard an artifact, I can welder the talisman back to my yard. When that's the case, I don't see any ideas to improve it. I just kind of move on. Mizia Mortars my Urza. Very rude. Covert Oyster, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Let's see, my least favorite mechanic. Oh, my least favorite mechanic is probably Mutate, and then Venture into the Dungeon are gonna have to be my least 2 favorite. Yeah, it's like Mutate, Venture into the Dungeon. I actually don't really care about Metamorph that much. Megamorph. It's just Morph. And I like Morph. Then I guess Initiative is like the next... Initiative and Venture to the Dungeon are kind of the same thing, but... Boy, this card's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently Mutate, like, new players really like it, and, like, older players really don't, but the whole, put this card on top or underneath this other card. Like, literally, I just, like, never understand what that means. There's just, like, so many rules questions I have with it. Oh, if I played my Mountain, I would have been able to kill this. Dang it. Why'd I build a dungeon deck if I hate the mechanic? Because I don't... I like to build good decks, and I don't let those kind of biases affect my deck building. But like, I think even like that deck is super clear, like why I don't like the mechanic. Like Acerec has like a lot of text on it, but then you have to like the dungeons have so much text on them, and it's just like you just have to spend so much time reading to dungeons to understand what this card does, and I think that. I think that if you have to spend as much time reading Acerec or a card like Acerec as you do to learn what it does, it's a bad design. I think that Magic cards should be simple to read. You should be able to read the card and understand what the card does. So I draw a... Gotta take the Leveler here. We draw a green or white Signet, we get to spin Golos. How's Mutate not just Bestow? Well, like Bestow, like it's not... Mutate is not exactly like enchanting an aura onto something. Like, I understand how enchanting an aura works. Putting something on top or underneath, like, I just read that and I just really don't know exactly what that means, you know? It's such a weird card. Okay, I'm gonna start picking this card kind of high. This card seems great. Kind of far away from shell docking. Although I guess if they like recall themselves, they get to shell dock. I'm not sure what my favorite mechanic is, but I think that reconfigure is like a recent mechanic that I like a lot. Oh, we're just done on board. Okay, we'll go to game 2. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick also. Okay, we're on the play. We're gonna play Tryon. That card enters tapped. And like our mana's like we're splashing for 2 cards and we have Mox Diamond. Turn 2 Lodestone Golem. This card mounts it because you have Boris Signet. Cool with Golos? I guess, but I feel like we're just going to get Shelldock Isle or Bishop's Workshop more often. Maybe you should be playing because of Golos. I'm more on board, I guess. Time to get dazed. Oh, hope not. Hope we don't get bolted either. Or chain lightninged. Okay, DRC is fine. DRC Bobble. There's Bobble in the cube. That's awesome. I actually love that. There's Luris too, right? Get a Luris Bobble deck going. Gotta find my headphone case. To lift up all my cups. There we go. I think they should add Shirazad to the cube. I absolutely do think they should add Shirazad. They like never will, but I love Shirazad. Alright, so just like last game, we got a lot of mana. Don't currently have much to do with it. But we've got a few top end cards, huh? Yeah, Upheaval, Cityscape Leveler, Sundering Titan, Wishclaw Talisman, Urza. We had a few. What's the deck looking like? We've got Soul Ring, Mishra's Workshop, Mox Pearl, and you know, big things to ramp into with those things. Opponent, unfortunately, has an answer to my Golem, although I guess I have Goblin Welder in my hand. Let's just draw Upheaval. I mean, Upheaval's good. I guess I don't have any like big thing to replay after it though, so would maybe prefer Sundering Titan. I mean, I guess I can go Upheaval into Welder. Should I wait? Probably not. Just open myself up to counter spells. Yeah, if my opponent wasn't like a blue-red deck, I think I could wait, but again, they're just like a little too likely to be full of counter magic, you know? So we go Thran Dynamo into Signet Goblin. And I can Goblin Welder the Mox Diamond with the trigger on the stack into the Lodestone Golem next turn. Not a great Upheaval, honestly, but again, like they're a blue-red deck, so waiting just makes me a little bit too open to counter spells, and I can weld a Lodestone Golem into play next turn. Oh, they didn't go land DRC? Why didn't they go land DRC? We're 3-1 in the challenge at the moment. You can't weld the diamonds replacement. Oh, I thought it was a trigger. Oh, it used to be a trigger, right? And then they changed it. Well, it's less good, huh? Yeah, I don't know why they didn't go mountain DRC. They discard the DRC. Yeah, it was maybe a misclick. I don't know. Are there any other card games I find fun? Not really. I don't know. I kind of, but this is the only game I really play seriously. I'm more of a Dark Souls no-hit champion in my free time. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting a concession there really, but we will take it. And I'll just submit it, whatever. Just click submit. Dark Souls no hit stream win. I'm working on it. My goal is the next time I stream it to have every section beaten hitless at least once. Thank you, Moz. Happy 1 year. Appreciate you, buddy. We have Bloom plus Mind's Desire. It's actually probably pretty good against the blue-red deck. Hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas. Yeah, but I want to have done every section no hit at least once. Right now I'm a little stuck on Ornstein and Smo, and they're going to require a lot of practice. But I do think, and this is maybe copium to some extent, but I do think after I get through Ornstein and Smo, the rest of it's not going to be so bad. Like Gwyn and Four Kings will be bad, but I think like it's just gonna be like a lot of memorization for like Nito and Seath and Beds of Chaos. Yeah, Four Kings is required. I would definitely skip it if I could. Oh, Sif. I always forget about Sif, but Sif is actually really tough to do no hit. No, just doing the main game, not doing. You really just can't jump into it and do the whole game for your first run. It takes a long time. For your first one, you just have to do any percent, and then maybe later you can do all the bosses. But all the bosses is really like very few people have even done all bosses on Dark Souls. The run is like the run without all. Oh, they hit Emery, so they have Emery Bobble. Gross. This is Cube. We're cubing in between rounds of the Modern Challenge. We're 3-1. 3-1 in the Modern Challenge right now. Alright, take that down, huh? So we draw Workshop Monks or Soul Ring. We can Golos next turn. They're just playing Breach. They have Forcible in their deck. Guess we're lucky they didn't have it last game. Yeah, I finished God of War Ragnarok. I had to do that before starting the no-hit practice, but I'm not picking up another video game until we no-hit. What is the best deck that can utilize Anointed Peacekeeper to a reasonable extent? I mean, Anointed Peacekeeper is like a really weak card in Modern. And when you're playing cards like Anointed Peacekeeper, it's like, which is like ultimately like just a fair 3-drop that it's underpowered. It's not like there's like some secret good deck that utilizes it really well. Like the best thing you could do with Anointed Peacekeeper probably is like Eldrazi Processor and like use Wasteland Strangler to process the card that you get rid of. But that's not very good either. That deck is also pretty underpowered. So I don't know. Seems like you don't really have good options. Peacekeeper doesn't exile? Well, then I don't know. It just all sucks, I guess. I thought doesn't Elite Spellbinder exile? So it's templated a little differently than Elite Spellbinder. I guess. Listen, that card stinks. This is I don't have a good answer for you because this is really how most people brew in Modern. Is they find a card they like, Anointed Peacekeeper, and they're like, what shell can I play to make Anointed Peacekeeper the best it possibly can be in? But that card is just like much weaker than almost every other 3-mana option. And I think it's just really not a line of thinking I like to go down very much. My Urza. Well, maybe I can like hit an upheaval off Mind's Desire and then bounce all of these good cards my opponent's stolen with Ragavan and Reborn Power Stone Urza back to my hand. they've literally stolen these 3 cards with Monkey. Dixon, 20 months, thank you. Peacekeeper strong on Legacy can play turn 1. Yeah, I know. I mean, Ancient Tomb just makes any like 3-mana, color 2-card cost much better than it would be otherwise. Just a different thing. Yeah, Ragavan, 39 lands. That's all you need. Yeah, so I guess if you really want to play it, you can just play it in Legacy, huh? All right, we can either draw Upheaval or Mind's Desire into it or concede probably. Problem is my opponent's like pretty likely to have some counter magic up here. Maybe we'll get like super lucky and they'll like counter my Lotus Bloom and then we'll draw Mox or Soul Ring and then Mind's Desire for 4. Like Exarch my Lotus Bloom. Alright, so if we draw a Soul Ring or Mox, I'm feeling alright. And we could also just cast Golos next turn and maybe die to Twin. Alright, that seems to be the line. They have 23 cards in their library. Probably supposed to Shelldock Isle here. The Breach and Titan Archon decks. I think that they are okay. I think they're okay. I think that the player base as a whole kind of likes those cards more than likes that deck more than that deck is good, which happens sometimes where Bitter Reunion is like the most popular card in Magic. People absolutely adore Bitter Reunion. They love to play with that card. Yeah, sadly Soul Ring, maybe a card too deep, huh? Getting twinned. Thought we were gonna 3-0 with the stack. Our deck was pretty good. But we can finish the draft in between or before round 5 of the challenge. Yeah, Cube is great. I remember back before leagues existed, there was one time where my girlfriend was off on a cruise and my parents, they went to Disney World without me. And they asked me to watch the house. And I just cubed all day long. On my dad has like 4 monitors. I just had I was like quadruple queuing on Cube all day long. It was awesome for like 3 days straight. Without me, not only did they go to Disney World without me, I was like not invited. I don't. Like, we need someone to watch the house, and that someone was me. But I got to go crazy. It's a long time ago. I was like barely born. I was like 18 or 19, 20 maybe. Are we still on some Souls Run after the challenge? I need to hang out with Esther at some point today. It is Christmas Eve. She's making cookies with her mom right now. Probably no Souls today. So if there wasn't Cube going on, we'd be playing some. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we draw a land, we can level her. If this Urza lives. I mean, leveler's not that good if they don't have any permanents to play, I guess. We can just spin. Oh boy, maybe they'll have some permanents. It sounds like Esther's mom is here. They brought her dog, Bon Bon. So they can sack the Power Stone. Oh my gosh. Wow. Turn 2 Tinker. So, okay. Depending on what they get, this is really bad. If they get Blightsteel, we have to find Upheaval. Or Mindslaver, maybe. Hopefully it's just like Sphinx of the Steel Wind. It's their own leveler. We'll just level that. So any land, Mox. Okay, perfect. Their own leveler. All of that work, huh? Call an ambulance, but not for me. Got another Tinker. They got a Tinker Mage. This card's really cool in Cube because people do have a lot of artifacts to use this on. Well, they have Black Lotus for the Trinket Mage too. That's actually pretty cool. It's be one of the worst. I've had Tinker for Wormcoil. I just didn't get anything better than Wormcoil before. Desperate Times, Desperate Measures. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I think I'm going to tap the leveler to Urza so I can Mindslaver them. Thought I might be attacking for 13 this turn, but we could take a turn off. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, their deck is really good, huh? Oh, my deck's better. Oh, my deck's good. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which is exactly enough to Wishclaw for Upheaval and cast it. And then go like Land Soaring pass. Wait, do I just have lethal? This is 13, 14, 15, 16? No, not just lethal. I think I just do this. And then I'm not going to kill the Trinket Mage because I want to have one... I want their balance to leave me with a leveler or something. Yeah, balance actually doesn't even get me here. What should I build between mono white and blue white hammer? I think that most hammer lists should like splash for a Haywire Might or in the sideboard. I think that doesn't cost you almost anything and is worth doing. I don't feel super strongly between blue white and mono white hammer, but I think that the blue splash is probably slightly correct. I think attacking for 16 better people. Yeah, I know. Yeah, what a game. I mean, good thing my opponent's Tinker target wasn't Blightsteel or Bolas the Citadel. I mean, we could have maybe beaten Bolas the Citadel. It was just really funny that we got to Cityscape level their Cityscape leveler. Glen in? Yeah, I'm just maybe too lazy to sideboard. Okay, I'll side at the Glen. So I got a modern challenge to play too. It's too much going on. Kruger because what has a tested white green from my couple of the hammers. Have like YG. I mean, so here's one thing about like the whole playtest. Like, I don't think you really need to playtest the Haywire Might thing. It costs you almost nothing to play Temple Garden plus Springleaf Drums, and it's just a very, very good Urza Saga target in any Saga matchup and in the mirror. It's like a really, really premium card, and for me at least, it's like it's just not a card that I think needs to be playtested. Not, you know, so sometimes you're just able to like just argue and rationale out cards without needing to spend time playtesting. And we had this dialogue somewhat recently. It was kind of a while ago at this point, but if you get like rationale out that like, yes, this is just correct to do. It's just correct to play this Haywire Might. Then it saves you so much time because playtesting just takes forever. Yeah, every round has been going super long, this challenge. Yeah, this hand is nuts. No turn on smokestack. We can still draw a Mox or Soul Ring. See Carson's posting of Urza Saga Insect Tribal deck. I did see the Insect Tribal deck, yeah. I saw it before Frank posted it, but I did like that article a lot. So we can't Welder this turn because you can't spend these Workshop mana on Boros Signet, but next turn we could go Smokestack plus Welder if we want to. Where was that last turn? Casting this first because sometimes Magic Online spins the... They spin the Workshop mana weirdly. Worse against Mana Tithe though, but better against Magic Online. Uh-oh, don't sack that bauble, opponent. Don't sack that bauble. Well, okay, we like, do actually, but... I advise you to not sack it. Ooh, let's play the... I guess we still play Golos, actually. And then we can sack Golos to Smokestack and then Welder it back, maybe. Yes, please. So if they sack the Bauble, I can Welder the Bauble to get rid of their Coalition Relic. But maybe they just want to sack the... Maybe they just want to sack the Bauble to the Smokestack. In which case I'll... Yeah, now I'll Welder it. What do Haywire help you with? The Hammer Tide Mirror, any Urza Saga deck. Leyline Binding. It's just a tutorable disenchant in your Urza Saga deck that costs you almost nothing to play. I think it is correct to just... I feel super, super strongly it's correct to play Haywire, Might, and Hammer. And, like... I really don't think that, like, it can even be argued that you shouldn't, because it costs you almost nothing to splash. And it costs you almost nothing to put in your sideboard. Just one Temple Garden and Springleaf Drum is easily enough. I'm gonna sack the Golos to the Smokestack and then weld it back into play. I think you're just getting Phoenix's spot. I think Phoenix is okay. It's good against Hammer, Rakdos, and Murktide. It's like a little bit weaker against Creativity. It's weaker against some of the other big mana combo decks, but I don't mind it. Maybe we'll just keep it at 1 for now. Maybe stick it up next turn. When is next round begin? There's still one more match playing, but it should begin very soon. Interesting pickup here. So if I don't want to sack a permanent, I could maybe weld the Smokestack for the Golos. Although I'm kind of okay to actually... Yeah, maybe we'll just tick up and then I sack a Golos and a land every single turn. What do you think is the best Haywire Might deck? I mean, maybe the food deck. I mean, Haywire Might is always at its best in any deck playing both Imri and Saga. So, like, Breach or Sultai Food. So, but, like... You know, Haywire Might is just a removal spell. So it's not like... It's a card you're really building around very hard. So Leveler is kind of good against the Image because they don't get the Power Stone. Goblin Welder is such a ridiculous card. Oh, whoops! I stacked this incorrectly. So I guess we were still just sacking one permanent at a time here. Sacking this. And then I'm going to play the Leveler this turn, which is better against the Glen. They can't copy the Leveler either right now. They don't get the token. think they don't get the token. We have the Glint up of our own. Feeling good. No, they don't get the lever because it's a cast trigger, not ETB. I could also just, if they did get leveler, I could also just Goblin Welder their leveler for Ambitious Bauble. Alright, 6 mana, draw 2. That's fine. Next round should be starting, starting in 50 seconds, so we have to actually wrap this up, huh? I'm going to put a counter. You draw 2, that's fine. Suspend, attack. Cast the Mindslaver, hold up Glenn.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you in the tournament match?
My tournament match just started. I'm also wrapping up a cube. You can show Bonbon again to the stream. I feel like they just saw her.
I know. Monday, yeah, because Monday was tamales.
No.
Yes, I know, Bonbon.
This is a long week.
I know. She says hello.
No, this is not our new dog. This is Esther's mom's dog. Okay, so we 2-1 that draft as
Her
well.
name's Bun Bun. Bun Bun.
Okay, I'm in the challenge, baby.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I want to draw with a...